Hey guys, so welcome to another episode of Exploring the North. Today we found ourselves over at a place called Saltaire. It's about 10 minutes outside of Bradford, and if we look here we'll see the name on the street here of Titus Street. Now, Saltaire was actually built, it's a model village. It was built specifically by a mill owner, a very famous mill owner called Sir Titus Salt from the Victorian era. And it was built to house all his workers for his mill, because they lived in the slums of Bradford, and he realised that they'd actually be a lot better off and more productive if they actually had good housing to live in and good conditions. So if you see here, you see some of the houses he built for them. I mean, they're sort of two up, two down, aren't they? But for the time, they were really good conditions to live in. Obviously, we've got a bigger one on the end here, so I'm guessing that was more for one of the managers of the mill. Quite often though, what I'm interested in when I do these videos is, what's the place like now? What is Saltaire like now? Is it a place to come and visit? Is there anything to do here? Could you come with your family? So let's take a look through the model village and see what it's like. So it really is known for its vintage shops, its cafes, its restaurants. In the mill itself, which we'll show you in a minute, there's restaurants and an art gallery in there. So it's quite a quirky, nice little place to come. Don't be shocked by the location of it though. It literally is just outside of Bradford. You come literally off the streets of Bradford and you're into this little village, which was quite shocking really. When you look at it on the map, when the sat-nav's trying to take you here, you kind of think, am I coming to the right place? We've got the old cobbled streets. So here we have Victoria Hall. They do weddings and things here, so you can hire it out for that. It's sort of a venue, but they also have exhibitions on. So quick look at the building. So advertised over here, for example, is the Saltaire Vintage Home and Fashion Fair. So if you are thinking of coming, maybe you can combine it with that. That's Saturday the 1st of June 2024. And as indicated by the name of this street here, some of these buildings are also old schools and things. Those lions are cool, aren't they? Designed by Thomas Milnes. Look, I think they were supposed to be at Trafalgar Square and they ended up here somehow. But yeah, let's walk further down towards the mill and some more of the shops. As you can see, there's got free parking here, by the way. That's one thing that people seem to like about this place. There are pay and display car parks, but a lot of the parking is free, and that's quite rare these days, isn't it? So you can get up to 2 hours just on the side streets. The setting's lovely as well, isn't it? The River Aire is at the bottom of here, and the Leeds and Liverpool Canal too. Lots of nice facilities too. Got a nice little wine place here. With the pay and display car park across the road, you can see the mill in the background there. We're getting our first view of the old salt mill, or salt mill. And over the road, bakeries and an off licence. So everything you could want if you come thinking of coming to stay here for a little holiday, or yeah, if you're just planning to visit for the day. If you do need to use the pay and display car park, it's still quite reasonable. You can see the pricing there, current pricing. The mill again over there in the background. We've got public toilets here too. It's good to know that they're available. And I did just hear these people over here speaking German. So I think that's because it's also a World Heritage Site. It's a UNESCO site, would you believe? We'll see more of that on this board over here. So as we see, it's a UNESCO site. Built by Sir Titus Salt, 1803, lived to 1876. One of Britain's most wealthy entrepreneurs. He was in the wool industry. But yeah, look at that mill, the way it was originally, and the village around it. Absolutely amazing. These are some of the things in the area as well. We'll try and get a look at some more of these in a minute. A bit more about its World Heritage status. It was given it in 2001. A map of the village as well. I think we're gonna have to try something from this bakery. So we've gone for spinach and feta. Let's go on, can we break it up and see what it's like? Wasn't the cheapest, but it does look like good quality, doesn't it? I think, what was it, £2.90 hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2024 by the way. So it looks like this bar and restaurant Don't Tell Titus. It's quite famous really because of the fact that they couldn't have alcohol here because Titus wouldn't allow it, would he? But it's just going through a refurb at the moment. I'm sure it'll be back open soon enough. Worth mentioning too that it is right on the railway as well. There is a railway station here, so it's good easy access. It's quite an old school looking one, as you would expect from a World Heritage Site. We got our first glimpse as well of the Leeds Liverpool Canal down there. You see a couple of canal boats coming into view and the nature that comes with it. So we'll make our way down now to the canal itself and the River Aire. Gotta say, there's a lot of nice gardens around here as well. People really take care of the properties. I mean, we're trying to actually figure out what they belong to because obviously they're houses, but there's like a courtyard here as well, or a lane going down the back of them. All right. So being in the wool industry then, it would make sense for Sir Titus Salt to have his mill built on a canal, didn't it? Because he can transport his goods in and out then. More parking down there. So I've just been informed off Abby that we have ducklings and goslings here, not just ducklings. Got little ducklings. So we'll have a little look now in Roberts Park and see what's in there. We've got lodge, main entrance, bandstand, cannons, right, and a fish pass. Let's have a look in there. It's down near the new mill. And when Sir Titus built this place, he actually didn't allow alcohol, so there were no pubs. But it's good to know that now there is pubs. So if you fancy a drink, you can enjoy that. So one place you could go is the Boathouse Inn. That's just down there. Looks like a nice place to have a drink over the River Aire, doesn't it? Which is where Saltaire gets the second part of its name from. Titus Salt and the River Aire. It's quite a stunning river actually, isn't it? It's quite what's the word? Quite a characterful river really. And then we've got a wooden play area over in the distance there, so we'll go over there and check out what's there in case you've got young ones you want to bring along. Looking at this, I'm wondering if it came in useful to power the mill. I wonder if they used any kind of water power here, because it's amazing. There's some power going through that. So it's a bit loud down here, but as you can see, we've got grey herons, the kingfisher, you can see pike, and eels and stuff, and there's a fish. This is where the fish pass is, to help the fish go upriver. We're actually just looking up a little bit more about this Roberts Park, because there was a guy called Mr. Roberts who later on, many years later, sort of, well, maybe even 100 years later, he bought the mill from Titus Salt's son. And it's the same guy that owns the Bronte Parsonage Museum in Haworth. They bought that for the nation, so they were interested in heritage. Amazing park here for the kids to have a run around. A bit boggy today, but there is a cafe down there as well. But yeah, it's interesting that. We've done a video on Haworth, so I'll link to that above now as well if you want to see the Bronte Parsonage building. Quite a decent park here as well then, for the kids to play on, and there's even a little bit of a skate park here, and climbing frame down there, so that's quite good to know, isn't it? Yeah, if you're enjoying the video, please do give it a like, it really helps us out. So we finally reached the Half Moon Cafe, built in 1870. We got to the cannons. I don't have time to do it today, but there is an Aire sculpture trail. I'll look into that more. It's amazing, isn't it? You can actually smell the soot. It still smells like a mill. That's it for us today then. We've had a nice little trip out to Saltaire. I never knew this place would be a little village like this would be smack bang, I wouldn't say in the middle of Bradford, you know, it's just outside, but you come right off the main road and you're into this little quaint village with a huge mill, a huge history, World Heritage Site, UNESCO. So yeah, it's got lots going on. We've only spent a couple of hours here, but you could easily spend another few hours here and still not get bored. So we hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do give it a like if you have, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.